Salute, 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 salutes. Welcome to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Big Fruit. Top of the morning. I am the Mike Jordan recording early in the AM. You know how I give it up. Happy holidays and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? But this morning I will be recording my story of Big E. Yeah, Big E, also known aka Eric Walters. Yeah, Big E out of Lafayette Gardens. Yeah, Big E is a legend in Lafayette Gardens on that basketball court, man. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. We got a lot of ballers out of Lafayette Gardens, man. A whole lot. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start with Sullivan Smith. May he rest in peace. We got Tyrone Doc Brown. May he rest in peace. Ali Johnson. May he rest in peace. We had a lot of ballers come out of Lafayette Gardens in that Sullivan Smith tournament. A lot of people around Brooklyn came through that tournament to play ball. Grand Ave, Nostrand Avenue, Crown Heights dudes, Brownsville dudes, some East New York dudes. A lot of people played in that Sullivan Smith tournament. But one thing for sure, when it came to Sullivan Smith, all eyes was on Big E. Yes, Big E, man. I remember the first time I ever saw Big E hooping in PS270 Park. I had to be a shorty. I'm talking 11, 12. At this time, Big E might be 14, 15. And he always had a nice height on him. And a nice build. He wasn't never a skinny guy. He was a slim, tall dude. He had a nice height on him since he was young. Since he was like 14, 15 years old. But the ill shit was, he was out there at that age, man, beasting on grown-ass men in the projects. Yeah, man. We got a lot of big men in LG. A lot of big men in LG. In my building, we had Earl. Earl Thomas was a big man. He ain't want no smoke with Big E. Then you had the big men over there in 345, some big dudes over there. Them niggas ain't want no smoke. Listen, man, I could go from building to building and name all the big men in LG. And most of these niggas was grown men compared to Big E. Big E was serving them niggas. Then you had a lot of older dudes in my projects who should do some coaching. Yeah, they used to have their hands full when they played against Big E. No bullshit. Derek Powell, Moby, yeah. Dope Miles, my coach Miles over Grand Ave. Shout out Miles. Every coach had their fucking hands filled with Big E. Real talk, son. And that wasn't just in the fucking tournament. You know what I'm saying? When the chairs leave, the tables fold and go, and niggas is just hooping in the project, Big E serving niggas. Serving niggas, son. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what it is. And I remember vividly, son. He used to bust these niggas at Big Earl, or fucking the Purdy brothers, Knowledge and them niggas. Man, E was a problem. I kid you not, man. Right now, E is supposed to be a retired NBA player, man. No bullshit, man. E was giving niggas the business. And not only in Sullivan Smith, man, because there came a point where that nigga was traveling, man, in all the boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx. Yeah, Big E was putting it down. All through Brooklyn. Sullivan Smith, Hope Connection. He used to rest in peace, Mo Kirby. I mean, one time Big E went to a tournament with Mo Kirby. Next thing you know, this nigga coming back through the projects with the big-ass MVP. That's another thing about Big E. Big E has never lost a championship. When he left LG to go Queens, playing the tournament, the Bronx, Gauchos, Queens, Riverside, wherever the fuck he went, man, Big E always returned back to LG with the chip and the MVP. Facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Back then, when you 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", you a center. But the real deal, Big E's a strong, small forward, man. A strong, small forward who will throw it in your mouth. Word the mother. Rest in peace, Mo Kirby, man. I remember Big E went to that tournament with Mo Kirby and them niggas, man. Big E came back with that big ass MVP, walked through projects. Yeah, man. Listen, I remember 1988 summer. I'm on a home visit. That big long home visit I told you about towards the end of the summer. It's like a week or some shit. I fucked around and caught the Sullivan Smith tournament championship weekend. Yes, I caught that. And it was the senior league. LG NA Rock. 88 summer. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If y'all remember this shit, get in the comments. Notion Avenue, y'all niggas get in the comments. LG, y'all niggas get in the comments. Y'all remember this shit. Big Moosey had the team in 88. Big E and all them niggas. E, Bird, Knowledge. Yeah, we had them all. We had a fucking mall. Don't get it twisted though. NA Rock, you had them all. NA Rock had them all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Miami. Dickie Lloyd, all them niggas off Notion Avenue. If I'm not mistaken, Big Head Nuka was playing with them niggas. They had them all. Don't get it fucked up. I think they had Tiny Scurry, one of the youngest Scurry brother was on their team. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, son. They ain't want that smoke. I remember that shit vividly in the park. It was a bunch of politics, yo, ow. They was trying to duck that smoke. Niggas ain't show up. Niggas want to add niggas that ain't on the roster, so we just said, fuck it. Y'all niggas do what y'all do. Them niggas had a bunch of niggas. They just grabbed out the stands from Notion Avenue. They tried to put together a team. We gave them niggas the business. Yeah, man. Big E went crazy. I think Big E had 50 points on them niggas. Yo, Big E went crazy. The park was jumping. That shit was Rucker. 88 summer, that tournament, man. That championship in the Seniors League, LG, NA Rock, that shit was crazy. Big E had about 50. He took the MVP. It was a dunk fest. He was dunking all over niggas. We took that shit from NA Rock. They remember that shit, boy. But this was the cool shit about it. We won the game. We celebrated in the park. We walked through the projects, went to the back of the projects with the trophies and all that shit. LG and NA Rock. Grand Avenue niggas was there. And we celebrated in the projects. Niggas brought out the dice, niggas started playing dice, niggas rolling weed, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of celebration, I'ma smoke my complimentary cigar. Dude on my job gave me a cigar. And being that we talking about championships and shit like that, I ain't got no champagne. It's too early for that. Anyway, I got some ginger ale. I'ma pump it. I'ma puff this cigar like I just won a championship. Yeah, dude on my job gave me this shit. And told me I'm like, it tastes good. But yeah, like I was saying, Big E, man. We took that tournament 88, man. LG took that motherfucking chip. We got the projects, man. Niggas was back there celebrating, rolling dice, smoking weed, talking to the chicks. Niggas had their cars out, music playing. That was a motherfucking celebration, man. And without question, the star of the show was none other than Big E, man. Big E, man, 88. But yo, the ill shit is this. That's the last time I really saw Big E play ball, 88. '88, real talk, because 89 summer, everybody was in it. Yeah, I seen him play 89 summer, but niggas ain't win no championships, no shit like that. Everybody was in Midtown 89 summer. And when it come to Sullivan Smith 89 summer, man, I thought that was my year. Me and Manny P was scheming. We thought we was gonna win the Juniors League till they did that bullshit. Them niggas gave Leonard Goodman to butter, and it was a wrap. Linen on the glass, butter on the brick. Championship. Me and Manny P was so motherfucking mad. We was so motherfucking mad about that shit. Shout out to Butter. He cleaned up 89 Summer. But 89 Summer, we was all ripping, running the streets, man. We was in Midtown doing what we do, walking around the projects with wives and shit. You know what I'm saying? So 89 niggas was really hooping. So I ain't, now niggas start catching bids. If I'm not mistaken, I think E caught a $6 billion bid back then. Niggas sent them to Canada or some shit. E, Lord, and Big Iz from my project. Niggas caught $6 billion bids, and back then they was sending niggas to Canada or some shit. I think they was sending niggas to Bear Hill or one of them facilities when it first opened, and they was using that shit for sentencing niggas on Racket Challenge, sending niggas way up there to do their 8 months or some stupid shit. Yeah. So I ain't really get to see Big E do no hooping for years. In and out of jail. We both in and out of jail. We missing each other. Now this is the funny shit. All my years in and out of jail. Me and Big E never crossed paths. It's the end of my bid, man. 2013 to be exact. Yeah. It might be it's 2013. 2013. I get the Woodburn. The police escort me to the clinic. And as I'm on a walk by, they got this big dude in the window. Big nigga with a kufi and a big pair of goggle glasses on. Word, bifocals. Nigga called me, yo, bro. If I'm not mistaken, he had the bifocals. Kufi and the bifocals. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. So I'm looking, yo, that. Now, I'm looking dead at this nigga. Big nigga, kufi on. If I'm not mistaken, he had glasses. Did he even have glasses on? He might have. So I'm like, yo, what up? He like, yo, what up? I'm like, yo, who that? He was like, Big E. I'm looking. I'm like, oh, shit. Now, it's 2014. I ain't seen Big E since 89 Summer, son. I'm like, oh, shit. Yo, Big E, what up? So in the window, I can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? I know he a big, tall nigga. So I'm like, yo, all right, I'm going to see you. So finally, I make my way to the gym. You know me. I want to know where the gym at. I got to bang out. I runs down to the gym. As I get down to the gym, you can hear all the weights clamming and slamming and shit. You can tell somebody in there putting in their work. I know my way around the weight room. I goes in the motherfucker. No, I walks in the gym, so I hear niggas talking, niggas spreading out. Niggas is like, yo, Big Iz in the gym. Big Iz in the weight pad. Niggas don't work out with Big Iz. Big Iz, beast. So, you know me, son. I'm the greatest show on the earth. I got a 225-pound curl on the long ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm curling the 100-pound dumbbell standing up and sitting down. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing. Who's that? Who's this nigga Big Iz? I want to meet this nigga Big Iz. I might have to work out with this nigga. Yo, my nigga. I walks in the gym. Walks in the weight pad. And it's this big nigga in there. He banging. Big nigga. This shit right. The nigga turned around and it's Big E. I'm like, oh shit, yo, E. He like, yo, what up, son? I'm like, yo, they said some nigga named Big Iz in here. He's like, yeah, they call me Big Iz now. I'm like, all right, cool. So he got the kufi on and shit. He banging. He pulled up out his shit. He flexed on me. I ain't never seen Big E this big. This nigga huge. I'm like, oh shit, that basketball shit out the window now, nigga. You look like a linebacker. E shit was right. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna give him his props. Big E shit was right. And he was putting his numbers into that weight pad. But if I'm lying, I'm flying. I took him to school. Big E, give me my props, Big E. Give me my motherfucking props. Big Fruit is the greatest show on earth in that weight pad. No bullshit. But let me tell you something. Big E was banging. And he was big as a motherfucker, son. So when I arrived at Woodburn, it was the end of the basketball season. So niggas wasn't talking basketball. It's springtime going into summer. Niggas ain't talking basketball. Summer break, we just working out. The fall come around. Niggas talking football. Niggas talking basketball. I hoop. I'm fucking with all these little young niggas. We working in the mess, all this shit. These niggas talking this basketball shit. So I'm like, yo, I hoop. They like, nah, your big ass don't play no ball. You only do is work out. I'm like, yo, I really get busy. Fuck it, I'm gonna get my own team. You know where I started, right? Yeah. Big Fruit was the 2 guard. I was the first man on the roster. You know who the second man on the roster was? I went to the gym. I caught Big E in the weight pile. I said, yo, E, I need you, man. He said, what's up? I said, I'm putting together a basketball team. E said, you bugging. I said, yeah, man. He said, yo, we too old for that shit. I said, nah. I still got a year in me. I still got at least another season in me. And these niggas ain't seen you play no ball. They just think you a big workout nigga. He was like, well, ain't nobody walking around here know I play ball? I said, don't nobody in this jail know you play ball. This is my word, son. So now I'm running. He commits. He said, all right, fuck it, I'm going to play. So now I'm running around telling niggas, yeah, I got me a team. Niggas like, yo, who on your team? I'm like, me, my big man, Big E. They like, yo, the big nigga in the gym who be working out? I'm like, yeah, that big nigga ain't playing no ball. That big doofy nigga, yeah, what? He too big. Okay. I'm letting these niggas run their mouths, son. That nigga, I'm letting these niggas run their mouths, son. I ain't saying nothing. In the meantime, I'm running around getting the rest of my plays. So now I got a roster. But mind you, I told you every morning me and Big E be banging out in the gym. So now we would go down to the gym, we would bang out. After the bang out, we go to the court. I'm warming Big E up. Yo, I'm warming Big E up for these niggas. Boom, warming Big E up. Warming him up. Drop step. Boom. He banging this shit in the gym. Niggas like, oh shit. Drop step, 2 hands. Boom. This fresh out the motherfucking weight pal, son. So now the jail like, yo, Big is. I'm like, yeah, he on my team. Niggas like, yo, all that donkey shit don't mean nothing. He got a hoop. I'm like, all right. I ain't doing too much talking, son. I'm telling you, Big E is the real deal. And he gonna show y'all niggas. Man, a week before the fucking tournament started, son, Big E went to the box. I was so pissed off, son. Big E went to the box, son. So he didn't get to show them niggas in Woodburn what it was hitting for, man. But I was looking forward to playing with Big E, man. That would have actually been my first time running up and down the court with Big E. And I told that nigga, get them knees right, because I'm throwing you a lob. He was like, you better not be throwing me no motherfucking alley-oops, sister. Nigga, I'm throwing Big E a lob. That shit going in my motherfucking history book. I threw Big E a lob. Word to mother. E fuck around and went to the box, man. So we ain't never get the hoop together. But yeah, man, it ain't a basketball tournament in New York City that Eric Walters did not play in where he did not win a chip and bring an MVP back to Lafayette Gardens. That's real talk. And all those dudes in LG, we had a lot of big men, man. I'm going to keep saying it. They ain't want no smoke with E. And a lot of them niggas was older than E. A lot of them niggas was older than Big E. Them niggas ain't want no smoke, son. By far, hands down, after Sullivan Smith, Big E, the best thing we had in LG. Now, we had a few, son. Tyrone Doc Brown was a bitch. The doc was nasty. And Doc lived down the hall from me. The doc was ill. He had to be the best two guard, him and Derek Bailey, my cousin. They had to be the best two guard Sullivan Smith ever seen. And I'm going to tip my hat to the point guards. Ali Johnson, may you rest in peace, and White Boy Tate. Best 2 point guards I ever seen in that tournament. Yeah. Best point guards I ever seen was Ali Johnson and White Boy Tate. The best 2 guards was Tyrone Doc Brown and Derek Bailey. And a lot of big men came through, man. There was so many, man. And you better believe it, man. Big E was in that top 3. And I'm talking Moses Scurry. E used to bang with them niggas. Yeah. Mo Scurry, no. And Mo Scurry's my guy. Salute Mo Scurry on that NCAA chip with UNLV. No question. The Running Rebels. Yeah, Big E used to get them niggas the business, man. All them niggas know what it is. Big E supposed to be a retired NBA ball player somewhere, man. Word the mother. Big E was that deal. Big E was that deal. It wasn't a big man in LG that could touch him. Hands down. Yeah. Yeah. So, shout out and salutes to Big E, Eric Walters. You know what I'm saying? A.K.A. The Legend. Yeah, man. We can't forget about Big E, man. We remember all the brothers that died because we threw their names on the t-shirts and say rest in peace. But nah, son. We not going to forget Big E. LG born, LG raised, did his thing in Sullivan Smith tournament, kept the projects in the runnings every year, no matter what projects or borough came to put their motherfucking team in the tournament. Big E kept LG in the runnings. And in 88, he took that shit by himself. Yeah, Bird, Knowledge, and all them niggas was on the team, son. But when a nigga go crazy and drop 50 points in the championship, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get that out there, man, because I ain't forget Big E. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do on this podcast, man. I try to make y'all remember the people that need to be remembered. And Big E needs to be remembered. He needs to be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? All the OGs and the projects that grew up coaching us and shit like that, they'll tell you, Big E was a handful. They hated coaching against him. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. So, that concludes my story of Big E, the basketball player. Because I know Big E, the nigga in the streets too. But we ain't gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? We all got a story to tell when it comes to this street shit. And that man out there with breath in his lungs, if he want to tell that story, he'll tell it his damn self. But I'm here to tell the story that need to be told. Big E, the ball player. Big E, the legend. Lafayette Gardens. Best big man we ever had in LG. Straight jacket. And on that note, I'm going to get up out of here and say salute. And shout out to Big E. Y'all know how I do. I'm the Mike Jordans of the court. I will drop this video right now. You know how I do. I'm sorry I ain't in the Bang Out basement, but I had to do this for Big E today. And you see I'm pumping the championship cigar that a dude on my job gave me. What the fuck is the name of this shit? It's some Spanish shit. It ain't Cuban. So on that note, I'm gonna get up out of here before my wife killed me puffing a cigar in my motherfucking podcast room. As long as it ain't no reefer, she ain't complaining, because I don't do that in the house. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, puff my cigar, celebrate Big E. Salutes, Big E. 1.